Hello all, welcome into my channel. Firestorm Shan here, excuse my voice. We got the cold, sniffly, sneezing, runny nose, achy things going on now. That time of year. November is here upon us, and so it's that time of year where yeah, there you go. Thank you. Hopper. Okay. Copper's good for inflammation, for arthritis. My husband likes to wear copper bracelets. They're saying that we should be working with the element of copper at this time. Copper is also a good transmuter for connecting with otherworldly entities, as well as a conduit. And then we have silver, quicksilver. They want you to work with silver and copper right now. Interesting. Silver is a natural antibiotic. You can maybe take some colloidal silver. This is kind of going health wise with me on how to alchemize through this season that we're in of the cold and flu season. And then sparks of light, they want you to get more vitamin D. So I did not see this reading going this direction, but that is the way it is going. Uh, this is going to be a health reading. So they're saying, please get out and get some more sunshine because the vitamin D is good for your immune system. Okay, copper is good for inflammation. And it's also a natural bacteria fighter as well. And then silver also fights bacteria. So we're talking about a lot of bacterial things and boosting our immune systems right now. That's what Spirit wants to talk to us about. If you've never heard of colloidal silver, I recommend you look that up. It's a topical solution you put under your tongue. I actually used it on my cat once. She had I don't know if she got into a fight or she got stung by something, but her face all swelled up and had like a big scab and pus. And so I read online that you could try some colloidal silver, and they didn't want to recommend it because they're saying we're not a veterinarian, you blah blah blah. But I was like, what can it hurt? It can't hurt her. So I just put it in her food, and that swelling was gone the next day. Like that. That's how fast it healed my cat. Okay, so those are your messages from Spirit. Get some more sunshine. Work with elements of copper and silver at this time. What's this guy? Earth's heart. That's about getting grounded. And conjunction of the shadow and the light. Okay. Been doing a lot of shadow work here coming through this undercurrent of the underworld of Scorpio season, of being the All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Halloween. Just came out of all of that. So you've got the yin and the yang symbol here, but it is with infinity. We were talking about earlier how my candles, they just won't burn even. My white candle, which is for the light, is burning brighter than the dark candle, which is supposed to absorb negativity. So, I mean, it can be, depending on how you want to look at it, I guess you could say, well, my energy is burning brighter light than it is negative, but I know very well that it's important to stay balanced and that they both must stay balanced, as you see here, um, in order to keep us grounded, because the whole story of the tree of life is us wrestling with our angels and our demons. We all have them. We have them both. And it's our job to elevate to the top of the tree of life, utilizing both our shadows and our light to get there. The shadow is there to protect you. So some of you need that um sharpness about yourself in order to be able to get things done. I'm seeing a military and how they can come off very toxic, like cussing you out and wearing your body down and just breaking you down. But it's to build you up as, a warrior or, a soldier. So there comes a time of breaking a wild horse. I'm seeing a black stallion right now, you know, uh, trying to break a wild horse is not easy to do. So some of us are being broken of some wild um, behaviors, but we don't want to address it. We don't want nobody to see that side about us. But why? I mean, because it's important to know. Sometimes in order to have a healthy boundary, you have to establish law and order, and not everybody likes law and order. You know what I'm saying? Silver is a little more pliable, so is copper. It's not like steel or iron, so it's important to be flexible, but it feels like a cleansing. And in particular, I'm seeing skin wounds and sores of some sort. Eczema. Eczema is a sign that you have a parasite inside of you, and that needs to be balanced out. In case you didn't know that, we all have bugs. In case you didn't know that, you can call those your little demons if you want to, because saying you ain't got them ain't true. Uh, so something eating at you from the inside out. Maybe it's something like as simple as doing a parasite cleanse. I'm talking physical one, but I'm also talking about a spiritual parasite cleanse as well. You know what I mean? Something that's been eating at your soul. It needs healing, needs purification, needs to be brought into the light, deep from the earth's heartbeat. We are all one. We all come from the earth, and we all leave dust to dust. You know, we come from the earth and we return to the earth. Naked as we come, naked we go out. At least that's how I'm going. Ain't no sense of putting no clothes on me and donate that stuff to Goodwill. When it's my time, I'm going to go like a free bird. All right. Spirit, why is Quicksilver here? Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh, I'm seeing a werewolf. I'm seeing a wolfie, and I'm seeing a silver bullet. Isn't that the only thing that kills a wolf is a silver bullet? Could you have potentially, like, are you dealing with werewolves around you? I mean, I know we just came out of Halloween and all, and that's supposed to be pretend, but I don't think it's pretend. I think there really are werewolves. You might call me weird, but Quicksilver makes me think about quick action with the Queen of Wands here. Some sort of fired up, passionate person here has got an idea. She's actually drawing a picture of a lizard. And lizards are fire sign animal totems, meaning that they can crawl very low on the earth on their belly using their intuition to guide them with their senses. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And there's a black cat there. Quicksilver. Why is the Queen of Wands coming out here with this Quicksilver card? Some of you guys need to clean your desk. Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. That's a spiritual cleansing. I work at a swimming pool store, so I sell a product called frog products. Basically, they're just silver ions that we add to their water source to reduce the amount of toxic chemicals we have to add to sanitize the water. So it helps kill bacteria in the water. Here we are back with that. And there is a bowl of water there, so you guys maybe steaming some water. You need to take some sort of action concerning water. And this is going to help. I'm hearing with some emotional issues as well. That is a full moon in the background. We have a full moon in Taurus tomorrow, which has to do with Taurus energy's second house energy. Your security, your stability, your values, your money. The opposite sign is Scorpio energy, which is, more watery energy, not so concerned about earthly matters, but more concerned about spiritual matters, going deep. So there is like a deep desire for a spiritual cleansing of the emotions. Two queens here could be dealing with two feminines at this time, or just you have fire and water in your chart. I have Leo sun and a Scorpio moon, so why is this here for the queens? Why do they need to know about the Quicksilver? Four Swords. This is just all about healing. Four Swords is a card of getting more rest. But it's a truth, and it's a truth that it's just crucial to your healing process right now. So, a lot of you guys, if you're just laid up in bed today, get out that old Quicksilver because it's going to make you feel a lot better emotionally and physically. You'll be able to get a lot more done and heal a lot faster. All right. Why is copper here? Sun card. Oh, well, that goes around with the sparks of light. Solution to all your problems here. Now, maybe not all of them, but it's a nice solution with the copper element coming in. Justice, the Sun, Leo, and Libra. Leo and Libra. It's important to eat a healthy, balanced diet. Okay, let me just keep going down this vein because that's where spirit's taken my brain. Because I told you I work at a pool store. We also use copper ionizers to help sanitize water. But something I learned about copper is that it's actually very slow bacterial control. And if you get too much copper in your water, it can cause staining. But not only that, it can cause liver damage. So, like, especially in the olden days when they had copper pipes, a lot of people were getting poisoned from metals. It's important to stay balanced with the copper. They're recommending you use more silver if you're going to do anything versus the copper. My little all chemical brainy chemist swimming pool mind coming out to play in all this. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And the sunlight, it actually takes chlorine out of the water very quickly unless you stabilize the water with cyanuric acid to prevent chlorine loss due to the sun rays. So, welcome to Pool School 101. Right here we have, yes, it's important, we need the sun, we need the playfulness. There's a child there, but we need to keep the scales balanced here because women and children, especially young bodies, they can be affected by asthma or metals in the water more so than, an adult that's established more of a stronger, you know, balanced, healthy lifestyle. But the children are the ones that they're being impacted, and a lot of people don't pay attention to their, this is one of my biggest pet peeves about owning a pool store is just because the water looks pretty does not mean it's safe to swim in. I have had water samples come in my store where there is absolutely no chlorine in there. It's full of acid water because they've dumped muriatic acid in there without testing their water. They're basically throwing their kids into a pool of acid water and wondering why they're sick. It just disturbs me beyond belief the way that people don't educate themselves on these matters. So we're gonna we're gonna do it here. So keep it in balance. We need our swimming pools. We need water. We need playtime. We need ways to conserve our water sources. We need ways to treat water treatment facilities that are less dangerous. There are alternatives, but there are alternatives that can be dangerous. So just so you know that do everything in balance and actually get a little bit of education on things. I mean, once you buy the pool and it's in your yard, it's your baby. It's your child. It's your job to take care of it. It's your job to get educated. It's your job to test it. It's your job to clean it and treat it. I have had some people try to blame me because their equipment fails prematurely. And I'm like, well, that's probably because you never brought a water sample in one time for a professional water analysis and your water's corrosive. But it doesn't look corrosive. Well, it is. Looks can be very deceiving. So never judge by a book by its cover, and a pretty face doesn't always mean a pretty heart, and you know, sparks of light. Queen of Pentacles. That's that Virgo energy. We're talking about your health, your daily health regimes. Okay. She is a nurturer, and she is his Virgo energy. They are about the health regimes. So that's Virgo, Libra, Leo. Strong here reading for those zodiac signs right now. Could be a Cancer or a Scorpio, either or. What's the conjunctions? Okay, yeah, the Ten of Wands. Something here needs to be, a burden needs to be released. I think that you're going to be just fine with it, balancing out the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang is being clarified by the Ten of Wands, which is a heavy burden. And then we have it here with this beautiful card about, there's that infinity symbol. You see it? There's twice. Balancing out your shadow. Here's shadow down here screaming. And then here you are in the light in a perfect peace. And we talked about the lone wolf earlier, didn't we? Or was that the reading from earlier? Because I stopped it and restarted it. We were talking about werewolves in London. Like, do those things really exist? Yeah, I think they do. If not, it's symbolically, you might not be the best thing to go this alone. A lone wolf is the leader of the pack. They always kind of think they're right, and they can be a little bit picky if, stubborn about making sure that they're the ones that are leading things properly. But there's a burden indicated here about the leader of this pack not getting the results you're looking for. Why is Justice here? Knight of Wands. Justice is here to say you're moving too fast. Jumping around. Where are you jumping around to? Third party situations. Your friends groups. Hmm. Why is that a problem? Your friends group. Six of Swords. Knight of Cups. There's a new friend trying to come in. Yeah, there's a friend group that's leaving and a new friend group that's coming in. And this one here is less fire and more water. And we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Cups here. It could be just two people meeting each other as well. It definitely feels like a new, more balanced relationship. Your tribe, maybe your soul tribe coming in. You have more things in common to talk about. Like we're talking about pool chemistry right now and water and health. And by the way, you've got all three queens here. The only queen I don't see is the Queen of Swords. And we do have Justice and the Six of Swords. And Justice with the Six of Swords will be say, let's time to move on. Because there's a snake in this group. There's a snake in this group, and they need to. Looks like they're just going to keep following you. It does feel a little stalker. But just a light-hearted, playful energy is really what's wanting to come in here. And then with this Sun card and Justice and Queen of Pentacles and people, that if you just have friends that you have things in common with that match your energy. This is older energy. It's not youthful. The only thing youthful here is the Sun card, and that's just saying that even though we age, we still need friends and we still need healthy relationships. And so We're going to be balancing out the things that we used to be attracted to. We're going to find we're not so attracted to anymore. Um, get ready for the Mercury retrogrades in November. I've already seen it start. It's already started in my household. Just be aware. I don't take anybody back during a Mercury retrograde. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands. Someone's wanting to take action towards you. High Priestess, you already know, you feel it. Ace of Pentacles, they want a new opportunity with you. Two of Swords, but you're like, hell no, I remember you. I remember the hurt. I remember the pain. Oh, I'm sure there's an opportunity here for you to start fresh. Queen of Wands, something passionate, brand new opportunity. Queen of Pentacles, it seems like there's a financial lucrative opportunity here, potentially even. And your intuition is going off. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're like, the only reason why you want me is because of my what? My passion. You want me for sex or you want me for money. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. I remember you very clearly. So for me, I don't recommend you take anybody back during a Mercury retrograde, ever. Just wait 6 weeks and it'll be gone and you'll be able to test the spirits and see if it's a true change or if it's not. You'll know. But save yourself some heartache. High Priestess here. Well, get some more vitamin D. Get out in the sun. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to go out there and check on my pools. Treat them. I am going to utilize my silver and my coppers so I don't have to use its harsh chemicals. But I'm going to use them in a balanced manner so we don't have any heavy metals issues building up. Yeah, this no idea why this is coming out, but it hopefully helps somebody. Hope so. Good luck. You got a pool. I hope this helps.